So, trigger warning for anyone that is sensitive or has suffered, been assaulted essentially by anyone. This one's not a good video or as a positive video. This one I've been meaning to for a while. So let's get into this one. But yeah, no kids. Listen to this through headphones because it's pretty grim. And yeah, we're gonna dig into this one. So let's go.
She deserves to be treated with dignity. It takes enormous courage for a woman to come forward on the bright lights of millions of people watching and relive something that happened to her.
So this video is essentially a lot of Democrats talking about, this is during what happened with Brett Kavanaugh. If you don't know what happened with Brett Kavanaugh, he was alleged to have raped someone during the 80s. And she came out and she said, I think it was during the 80s, she came out and said that, look, this is what happened. Brett Kavanaugh shouldn't be on the Supreme Court. Dude should probably be in pen, but you have the statute of limitations. And so, look, these are a lot of the statements by Democrats, and they look very hypocritical now, a lot of them. So let's keep watching.
Assert to something happened to her, and she should be treated with respect.
He went down my skirt, but then up inside it. And he...
Yeah, this is the bit here. Another warning.
Penetrated me with his fingers.
I don't care, it's been 20 years, 50 years, I would come forward. Because I don't think anyone that has ever done that, whether it was once in their life or 50 times, deserves to sit at the highest position of power.
Here is a woman who has come forward to do what she thought was right.
I found her very credible. You have to ask yourself, why would anybody put themselves through this?
Well, the question is, do we value women? And that's the fundamental question. Do we believe women? Do we give them an ability to tell their story, to be heard, to have some measure of accountability?
The statistics are clear. There's been a lot of talk about, well, why is she now coming forward? Why didn't she report? Over 60% of sexual assault victims never report the crime against them.
You don't remember everything. You remember the most poignant moments. You remember the things that are seared into your memory and have affected you your whole life. I believe her.
Roll over millions of women who have had it with men who decide that they are entitled and they don't have to listen to complaints about sexual assault.
Now, what kind of message does that send to women and men all over this country? Women who are struggling to determine whether, when they come forward, they will be laughed at, they will be rejected.
And so yeah, that video is very powerful, and it talks about how we should at least listen to women and treat them, listen to allegations and treat the people who have the allegations with respect. And so what we can tell from that is, the Democrats clearly believe women and want to listen to them, or believe victims and listen to them and things like that. But that's simply not the case, unfortunately. So if we go here, Dianne Feinstein blasts Tara Reade. Where has she been all these years? So Feinstein talking about Tara Reade, saying that the situation with Kavanaugh was very different, which I don't think it is very different. And so Kavanaugh was under the harshest inspection that we give people over a substantial period of time. He wasn't, though, was he? Because if he was under that harsh criticism over that much time, you would have got him before he became a judge. You'd have talked to more people before he became a judge. So we know that you're talking gibberish again. And I know that this person, Reade, who has made the allegation against Biden, she came out of nowhere. So did Christine Blasie Ford. It was Ryan Grimm who reported both stories. So Christine Blasie Ford, Kavanaugh's accuser, claimed that Kavanaugh sexually assaulted her in 1982. An allegation that was which was known by Feinstein's office before it was publicly reported in September 2018. Feinstein later denied that she or anyone in her office had withheld Ford's allegation for political purposes or had leaked it to the press. Looks like he did. Reade, meanwhile, called on Biden to drop out. So he said, look, I want to say you were there, Joe. Please step forward and be held accountable. You should not be running on character for the President of the United States. And so, Feinstein saying, where's she been all these years? He was VP and all this stuff. But didn't, oops, is that the wrong one? Didn't Kamala Harris say, let's see if we can find her.
Well, why is she now coming forward? Why did she report? Over 60% The sexual assault victims never report the crime against them.
So that's Kamala Harris saying that, why she, you can't use the argument why she's coming forward now. So Fancy, maybe you should have a word with your colleague, or maybe Kamala, you should have a word with your colleague. But it's obvious why these women are now, these three in particular. Well, not really Gillibrand, because no one really cares for her that much, aside from like her family and friends, obviously, and probably some of their constituents. Kamala Harris and Warren are running for VP slots. So they're the ones saying that, he wouldn't do this kind of thing. Oh, I know Joe, I've known him for years. I don't know, man, because he's really creepy and really handsy. So I would be very careful about throwing any support behind Joe Biden, especially because Trump's going to use this, and he already has an advert out about this. And yeah, that's a separate video, though. That's something I'll go over another time. But what we can see from this is, there's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the Democratic Party, because are you for supporting victims, or do you just support victims when it's convenient? That's a question the Democrats need to answer. And people like Bernie need to really think about, are you going to keep backing Joe? Are you going to keep backing him? Because this is going to look bad on you, bro. It's going to look bad on you. A lot of people put their faith in you, and you haven't repaid them enough. You need to put pressure on him, man. And so Warren, I'm ashamed. I'm genuinely ashamed of you. Like, you talk big here. Let's go back for it one more time. Warren's
have to listen to complaints about sexual assault. No.
So yeah, Warren should be pushing the FBI to investigate this, even if nothing comes of it. Just to get corroborating statements. Obviously, lying to the FBI is illegal. So yeah, get the FBI to talk to the brother, the neighbor, and all these people. And if their stories start changing, then something's up. But if it doesn't, then maybe Joe is guilty. I don't know. I don't know what happened. In this instance, who do you believe? I'm not 100% sure either way, but I know it's looking very dodgy for someone like Joe Biden, because he's a very dodgy character. He does not understand boundaries. And so look, I'm gonna leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.